Hello and good afternoon. Well, good morning. I know we are in the afternoon here. Good afternoon, everybody, from the David M. Jaqua Sports Complex in Redmond, Oregon. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on the Score. We are getting close to getting things started for Game 1 of our final league doubleheader of the season. Doc Stewart's technically had 3 league games left to go, 2 today and 1 that was about a portion of the way underway against the Medford Mustangs earlier in the year. That may be a game that comes up to be a moot point here shortly. But today they've got a big showdown against the Central Oregon Sunwest Generals. And we are happy to have you here with us for the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. It's a big opportunity here for the Doc Stewarts and for the Generals. Both teams are looking to try and clinch their spot in the upcoming state tournament down in Medford. For the Doc Stewarts, they need just 1 win over their final 3 possibilities, 2 today and then that possible 1 against Medford. As for Central Oregon, they need to win 2 today, and then they would hope that the Docs would go on the road and lose against Medford in that game that got postponed in the 3rd inning with the Docs up 1-0 with Roseburg and Medford squaring off. If that did come to be, then both teams would finish tied, and we'd have to go to some sort of tiebreaker that I don't know the answer to as of right now. So a lot that could still be on the line, but for the Doc Stewarts, they can put it all to bed with 1 win here today. And we are happy to have you with us for the broadcast. We've got more coming up here as we make our way through the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. We'll have a conversation with Coach Cody Walton coming up here in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. We'll take a 2-minute timeout as we make our way through the pregame show. We will take the 2-minute break and be back with head coach Cody Walton here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Social Security allows you the freedom to take stock of what's important and build lasting bonds. We share your goals. Trust Palm Wealth Management to consolidate your investments and generate income for those who need you most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Everest, K2, and now the Mountain by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the biggest pizza this side of the Rockies. The mountain-sized pizza is a massive 20 inches wide, delivering 20 slices and a mountain of toppings. Made with the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. It's time to go big. Order yours now by using our mobile app.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Back with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run of the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Docs are in Redmond getting ready to take on the Central Oregon Generals here today as we wrap up the final doubleheader in league play for the Doc Stewarts. Could be a question mark on maybe one more game coming up for the Docs in league play, but we'll touch on that in a moment as we get a chance to catch up with Coach Cody Walton here on our Bowers Industrial pregame coaches interview. Well, Coach, as we get geared up here, you guys are coming off of a nice doubleheader win against Hillsdale in your last action. Team has kind of been cruising along here in this summer, and it feels like starting to play some of their best ball here as July turns around. How do you feel like kind of the growth of this team has been here over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I'm certainly in agreement. I'm right there with you, and that's it's the time you want to be playing your best baseball, right? And so you don't want to be leaking into the playoffs if you get there. But our guys are doing well, and we're starting to get a little healthier slowly but surely.
Yeah, that's always the nice thing. That said, I know kind of availability, whether it's injuries or whatever for your team, has kind of forced you to have to mix and match a little bit more with the lineup than maybe you would want to at this point in the season. But how do you feel like guys are doing, maybe stepping into new positions or spots that they haven't played most of the summer with you, or just getting more opportunities out there? How do you feel like guys are kind of filling in for you?
Yeah, it's a unique situation, right? I mean, it's obviously you want those certain guys in certain spots, but it's a great opportunity for those guys that are stepping up. And I mean, I've been proud of them. They've been doing a really good job, and asking a lot from them and throwing them straight in the fire, but they're responding.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising to see Hayden Thompson on the infield the other night, but then talking with him, he said, yeah, that's a spot that I'm used to playing. It's just been a little bit there in the summer out in the outfield. So as you guys get ready for these matchups here with Central Oregon, obviously we know where you're at. You're battling with this team that you're facing here today for that final spot in the state tournament. How are you kind of feeling about that, knowing that there's some pressure on these games here for your team today?
Yeah, two really big games for us today, and we know that. The guys know that. I'm not trying to make it too big for them, right? Stay focused, not pressed, but we know the importance, and it's a really good, scrappy team, so we got to be on our game, and we know that as well.
Yeah, and you guys took some measures to try and make sure you guys were going to be ready for this one. Came over last night. How'd the process of getting out on the road and staying in the hotel last night? I know, getting those times away with the players and the guys getting a chance to hang out with each other. It's always kind of a fun time. How'd you see the kind of team deal with being out on the road early and staying the night in the hotel?
Yeah, they're getting a little more used to it, which is awesome, and it obviously gives us a little more rest. Cuts that trip in half. It's a long one. We've done it all in one day, and it's a tall order, especially in the heat. But it's kind of nice to cut it in half.
All right, as we get ready here, we do know that, something I'm sure I'm going to be talking about plenty throughout today. This team on the other side was in Medford last night, had a late night because one game goes to extra innings, and it was a doubleheader down there in Medford. Late night travel back for them. You've probably been on that side of things. Now on the other side, is there a way that you can maybe use that to your advantage? Is it jump on these guys early, try to keep the pedal to the metal to try and get on top of them early? Is that kind of the key to the game today?
No, absolutely. That's a perfect message. I mean, obviously these guys are going to be a little bit tired, and it's for us not to play. I was telling these guys, can't play with your food. You got to go out and get it. And so hopefully we step on the gas pedal and do our job early, and so it can take hopefully a little wind out of their sails.
All right, Coach. Looking forward to it here today. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks so much, Coach.
And that was Coach Cody Walton here during our pregame coaches interview brought to you by Bowers Industrial Supply. We'll go and take our final 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you a look at your Southern Septic Service starting lineups. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
back here at the Jaqua Sports Complex in Redmond as we get ready to go for today's matchup. We will get a look at your Southern Septic Service starting lineups in a moment, but first let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on the Score. Southern Septic Service, from residential to commercial. Southern Septic Service has your behind covered when it comes to your septic, grease trap, and portable toilet needs. Visit SouthernSepticServiceInc.com for a free no-obligation estimate today. Well, let's take a look at your starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts as they get ready as the visiting team here today. Leading off will be Paxton Burke, the shortstop, followed by Tegan Sprague at second base. Logan Anderson at third base will bat third, followed by first baseman Danner Wirtz batting in the cleanup spot. Hayden Thompson, the center fielder, will bat fifth. Hitting sixth is Quinn Gaylor, the left fielder. Batting the seventh spot will be today's starting pitcher, Wade Molitor. The catcher, Mason Young, will bat eighth, and right fielder Easton Bachmeyer will round out the starting nine for the Doc Stewarts. That is a look at the Stewies. Coming up for the home team, the Central Oregon Generals, their starting nine as they introduce the teams down on the field. You've got Carson Boatmiller, the second baseman. Cole Cooper, the third baseman, batting second. Camden Hartlaw at shortstop will bat third. Caden Cooper, the catcher, batting cleanup. Ty Hattenhauer is the center fielder. He will bat fifth. Left fielder Charlie Wiskovich is batting sixth. Batting seventh is Garrett Oatman, the DH. Colt Pupo, the first baseman, hitting eighth, and Mason Stout, the right fielder, will round out the starting lineup. They do have the DH batting for today's starting pitcher, Andrew Guthrie. That is a look at today's starting lineups brought to you by Southern Septic Service. Docs are taking the field here. If you are curious, you can tune in and watch online at 541radio.com. And on the 1490 The Score YouTube channel with us. You can join us there. We are sitting back behind home, shooting through the chain link fence, so doing the best we can to get you a good angle at things here behind home today. But that is the look we are going to get for you here. And, of course, you can always hit the subscribe button and follow 1490 The Score on YouTube. You can get notified when we go live with another broadcast of Doc Stewart's Baseball here on The Score. We are just moments away from this one getting underway. I believe we'll have the national anthem here in just a few moments. Doc Stewart's looking to win one here today. That's what would do it for them. If they can get one victory against this Central Oregon team, they will clinch their spot in the state tournament coming up 25th through the 29th in Medford at Harry and David Field. The Docs in the first meeting against Central Oregon, that was back on July 1st. It was the start of 8 straight days of baseball and 10 games over that stretch. Docs started it out with a pair of wins. They swept Central Oregon in Roseburg, winning 9-4 and 10-0. We do have your national anthem here before we get this one underway.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem here at the ballpark today, not necessarily a planned flyover, but we are in the flight path for the airport here in Redmond, and we get one there as we get ready to get things going. Doc Stewart's coming in at 16-10 overall on the season, and they are 3-6 in Area 4. On the other side, Central Oregon 13-14 overall. They are 1-9 in league play. Last night, Central Oregon was in Medford. If you caught our Bowers Industrial pregame coach's interview with Coach Cody Walton, we were talking about it. Central Oregon in Medford last night. They lost 10-9 in 10 innings and then lost 10-4 in the nightcap. It was a late one last night. The final out was recorded at about 10:37 last night. We were tracking that one, watching it back at home here. We were here. I was here in Central Oregon. The team also came over yesterday. I got over here yesterday. Was watching that last night. 10:37 the final out. And then you got to imagine you got to get time to pack everything up. Probably got to find a place to get some gas and get some food and then get back on the road back home. One of the players for Central Oregon telling me as we got to the field here, he said it was after 2:30 last night when they finally got home. So, it was a late one last night for Central Oregon. They really did play well in Game 1. They were trailing 5-2, scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th. Actually, they scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th, took a 6-5 lead. They were 1 out away from winning Game 1 against Medford, which would have been huge for their chances to get into the state tournament. But Medford would rally in the bottom of the 7th inning to tie the game, force it into extras. Both teams scoring 3 runs in the 9th inning. Then Medford walking off with the win, 10-9 in 10 innings. Game 2 was a tie one early, but Medford then pulled away late in that one for the victory. Doc Stewart's again needing just 1 win in the matchup here today. If they can do that, they will clinch their spot in and officially eliminate Central Oregon from the state tournament possibility. And for Central Oregon, they have to sweep this one here today. That would force Roseburg, presumably, to have to finish the game they started against Medford. The game was suspended in the top of the 3rd with the Docs leading 1-0. The power went out at the stadium. We could not get the stadium lights to come back on despite power coming on other places. And so the game was suspended in the top of the 3rd with the Docs leading 1-0. If Central Oregon is able to win 2 today, then the Docs would have to play that game to finish out the league season, and they would have to win that final game to be able to then, actually, if Roseburg was to win that final game, they would clinch their spot in the state tournament. But if they were to fall against Medford, they were to lose 2 today and then lose against Medford, then the Doc Stewarts would be in a tie with Central Oregon, and we'd have to figure out what that exactly means going forward. So we'll see, but that's the scenarios here today. As Paxton Burke, the switch hitter, will step into the plate, get ready for the first pitch of the ball game. On the mound, Andrew Guthrie delivers. First pitch, swinging that ball out towards right center, and a sliding catch made by Ty Hattenhauer to rob one away from Paxton Burke, and we are underway in this contest here at 1:05. A doubleheader for us today, and we are underway. 1 out, Tegan Sprague will come up to bat, the second baseman. Sprague up in the order here today. A few things. Christian Corba not with the team today. Fletcher Coleman still dealing with an ankle injury. They've got him still rehabbing here today. First pitch to Sprague, in for strike 1. We're sitting right behind home, and boy, does things feel like the field has shrunk as you sit this close to the field here. Not our usual spot back at home at Champion Car Wash Field, where it's a lot further away. Andrew Guthrie on the mound, the right-hander. Breaking ball, in for strike 2 against Sprague. Guthrie on the mound, first team All-Stater this year for the Summit Storm. He'll be a senior next year. He's already committed to go play football at Northern Arizona as a quarterback. The right-hander has the 0-2 count here against Sprague. Sprague hits one right side. That ball's going to carry, but it'll be run down by the right fielder, Mason Stout. 2 away as the Docs have gone opposite field twice. Well, actually, for Paxton Burke, he did pull one right side. Sprague goes opposite field. It's all been to the right side of the diamond. Hattenhauer and Stout have made the first 2 putouts. It'll be Logan Anderson to bat for the Stewie's here in the top of the first. Scoreless ball game. 2 down, nobody on base. Andrew Guthrie on the mound. Has been in the zone pretty consistent so far, and he will continue to do so as he hits the outside corner. He was named the Intermountain Conference Pitcher of the Year after this junior season with Summit. So he is one of the top arms on the mound for this Central Oregon team. He works out of the stretch with nobody on. 2 down. Anderson, the 0-1 pitch, pounces off the front edge of the plate and almost makes his way over the backstop. Stays out there on the field of play, but that one got a good hop off the front of the plate. A 1-1 count here for Anderson. As we get things underway, game 1 of today's doubleheader. The 1-1 pitch. Anderson will take high, and he gets ahead. 2 balls and a strike. Logan batting third in the order, as he has been typically. Starting at third base for the Doc Stewarts, and stands back in with the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, he ducks out of the way, takes it high and inside. Docs coming in winners in 3 consecutive games. Central Oregon on the other side has lost their last 3. A 3-1 count with 2 down and nobody on base. Tanner Wirtz waits on deck for the Doc Stewarts here in this first inning. Logan will ground one right side, backhanded at second by Boatmiller. His throw to first base will get Logan Anderson to finish things off. A 1-2-3 first inning for the Doc Stewarts. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We are through a half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first with Central Oregon coming up to bat here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It'll be Carson Boatmiller, Cole Cooper, and Camden Hartlob, your 3 batters to lead things off for Central Oregon here in the bottom of the first. They'll face Wade Molitor, the youngster out of, well, he will be out of Roseburg High School here coming up. Homeschool last year, going into his freshman year of high school. He'll be asked to try and keep the Docs in this one. He'll take the mound. Wade will get ready to go, faces Boatmiller. First pitch, and for strike 1 as we get things started here in the bottom of the first. Boatmiller, the second baseman. He's out of Mountain View High School, will be a senior next year. Right-handed batter. Takes on the inside corner from Molitor, and it's an 0-2 count to get things started here. Take a look at the Docs around the diamond defensively, as Wade toes the third base side of the rubber and will work out of the windup. His 0-2 is fouled away over the right side, out of play towards a softball field here at the Jaqua Sports Complex. Mason Young, the battery mate, back behind the plate for the Docs here today, making his way back to full health after suffering an injury during that Corvallis trip. The 0-2 pitch off the hands again, softly up the middle. It'll be Burke to first. He will get it there in time to get Boatmiller to start things off. Up the middle, softly hit ball. Having to charge in front of the bag for Paxton Burke. Gets there to make the throw over to Danner Wirtz. Looking around the rest of the infield, you got Wirtz at first, Tegan Sprague at second. Left side, it's Paxton Burke at short and Logan Anderson at third. And the outfield from left to right, Quinn Gaylor, Hayden Thompson, and Easton Bachmeyer out there defensively. Left on left here, Cole Cooper stands in, takes outside for ball one. Cole Cooper out of Bend High School, graduating this year, has committed to go to Linfield University next year. The 1-0 pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. Cooper earning honors as a pitcher during the spring baseball season. All-State, honorable mention. Takes inside at the belt buckle for ball two. Cooper also was a first-team All-League pitcher with the Lava Bears during the spring season. Takes on the outer half for strike two, and he's got an even count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 away. Bottom of the first and a scoreless ball game so far. Wade Molitor on the mound, works out of the windup. His breaking ball gets a swing and a miss out of Cooper. Couldn't hold up on an attempt to check swing. That'll be the first strikeout in the game for Molitor. You've got 2 down, and Camden Hartlob, the shortstop, will stand in. Hartlob, right-handed batter. We'll look to try and get something going. Both teams trying to go defensively. 1-2-3 here in the first. Wade will get him to pop up the first one up and out of play. Back behind us here for strike one. Beautiful day here in Redmond. We've got some clouds overhead, but there's plenty of blue sky as well as the sun poking through. The 0-1 pitch, softly hit up the middle, will get down in center field. Hayden Thompson will be there to retrieve it, and Camden Hartlob will have the first base hit in the ball game. A soft liner to shallow center field. 1 on with 2 away for Central Oregon. It brings up Caden Cooper, the catcher, batting in the cleanup position. We do have a break here as we wait for the catcher to shed all of his gear. We do have mentioned really nice conditions here. Temperatures, though, are expected to get into the low 90s here this afternoon. Haven't quite gotten there yet, I don't believe. Doesn't feel like it. There is a nice breeze picking up here as I'm talking. That helps cool things off a little bit, but it's definitely a warm one as a pickoff throw to first base is not in time. Molitor will face the lefty Caden Cooper. Fires the first one in for a strike. Cooper will stand in with the 0-1 pitch coming up, 2 down with a man at first. Molitor's kind of seemed like a sweeper there, ends up outside. Looking at 85 degrees right now here in Redmond, according to the National Weather Service. Expecting sunny conditions throughout the day and a possible high of 93 this afternoon. The 1-1. Comebacker up the middle, goes right by Molitor into center field. Up to second base will go Hartlob as Cooper will get on. Back-to-back singles here in the first for Central Oregon. They've got runners at first and second with 2 down. And Ty Hattenhauer will come up to bat. The center fielder hitting 5th in the lineup for Central Oregon. Runners at first and second. That one buzzing right by Wade on the mound. He tried to get his glove up in time. Just went by, kind of whizzing by the ear there. Hattenhauer, first pitch, swinging, pops it up and out of play. Hattenhauer out of Caldera High School, graduating this year, earned All-State honors, first team as an infielder, and was named the Intermountain Conference Player of the Year, one of the top hitters at the 5A level during the spring. He gets underneath another one and fouls it away for strike 2. Down 0-2 in the at-bat here. Wade looking for one more out to get through the first inning and leave a couple of runners stranded on board for Central Oregon. Runners take their leads. Out at second base is Hartlob. At first base is Cooper. Delivery in. Another one popped up. It might be, it will get out of play. Giving chase was Danner Wirtz down the first base side. Not a lot of foul territory here at the ballpark. There's some room there, but it gets out of play pretty quickly. It is an all-turf field here at the Jaqua Sports Complex. Temporary fence set up for the home run fence in the outfield. Delivery in, got him reaching, a ground ball right side. Tegan Sprague drops it out of the glove. It spills out, and the inning will continue. On with the error will be Hattenhauer. Sprague got in front of it. He had to range glove side to his left. Got in front of it, but the ball spilled out of his glove. And he didn't have enough time to try and get back to the ball and make the throw to first to try and get Hattenhauer. So that'll be the first error in the game for the Docs after back-to-back singles. And with 2 down, the bases are loaded for Central Oregon in must-win games for the Generals. Wade Molitor trying to get through this first inning. We'll have to throw another pitch. Misses inside for ball 1 as he faces Charlie Wiskovich. Wiskovich is out of Summit High School, a junior this last spring. Swings through on the 1-0. Chasing a breaking ball up at the top of the zone, 1-1 count. It's nice sitting this close to the field. You really get a much better feel for the quality of pitches that we're seeing in these games. The 1-1. The swing and a miss was Wiskovich got fooled on that pitch, and he's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Wiskovich, the 6-hitter in the lineup, with the bases loaded and 2 down. That pitch goes off the glove. Runner coming. Got to get back to the plate. The tag by Mason Young out at home. Hartlaw broke to the plate, but the ball bounces back to Mason Young, and he's able to get the tag down in time. And that'll be the final out here in the first inning. Wiskovich with the 2-2 count will be up to bat. He will have a fresh at-bat in the second. It remains scoreless as the Docs get the final out at home. No runs on 2 hits, 1 Doc Stewart error, and there will be 2 runners left on base. We go to the second inning. It's scoreless between the Docs and the Central Oregon Generals here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
At Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its 3rd generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community, our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Going to the second inning here, Doc Stewart's and Central Oregon in a scoreless ball game as the Docs get the final out there in the first at home on a pass or a wild pitch. Central Oregon tried to score, and tagged out at home was Camden Hartlaw. Danner Wirtz, Hayden Thompson, and Quinn Gaylor will be the 3 batters due up here in the second for the Doc Stewarts against Andrew Guthrie, who got a 1-2-3 first inning. He drops down the velo, gets Danner to get out in front on a breaking ball for strike 1. Today's game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. The 0-1 pitch, tried to go a little bit with the pickup pace on that one. Change it up after that slow breaking ball to start things off, and it's high and away. Danner lays off. Docs looking for their first base runner in the ballgame so far. Danner, 1-1 pitch, swings through for strike 2. Andrew Guthrie, early commit in football if he's headed off to Northern Arizona. Still has his senior year of high school left to go. The 1-2 pitch. Danner, comebacker goes under the glove. Sliding stop at second. Throw to first base. Able to stay on the bag is Colt Pupo at first on the throw by Carson Boatmiller that nearly took him back down the line towards home. One away for the Docs. Hayden Thompson will bat, the center fielder. Hayden was going to be our player interview coming up in between games here today. Spoke with Hayden just the other day, and we'll have that interview coming up for you in between as we get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader here today in Redmond. First pitch, fastball at the knees for a strike for Thompson. Out of Bandon High School, he's been a plug-and-play guy. Boy, he's been a little bit everywhere. Mainly been in the outfield and gets a chance to start for the first time in center field here today. Looking to try and find a way on base with the 0-1 pitch coming from Guthrie. He got jammed. That ball off the plate. Slow roller left side. Cut off by the third baseman. Cooper gets it across to Pupo. And there's 2 down. Around the diamond defensively for this Central Oregon club, you've got Caden Cooper behind the plate, Colt Pupo at first, Carson Boatmiller at second. On the left side, Cole Cooper at third, and Camden Hartlob at short. In the outfield from left to right, Charlie Wiskovich, Ty Hattenhauer, and Mason Stout, your your defense for Central Oregon. Andrew Guthrie on the mound. He's gotten the first 2 outs. He'll face another lefty in the lineup for the Docs. It'll be Quinn Gaylor. First pitch is in for a strike. We've got Gaylor, and then waiting on deck is the other lefty, Wade Molitor. And then Paxton Burke, the switch hitter, batting lefty against the right-hander. 0-1 count here for Quinn. Takes low and inside, a 1-1 count. Quinn out of Sutherland High School, wrapping up his freshman year with the Bulldogs. Gaylor trying to get something going for the Docs. So far, the first 5 up have all been retired for Roseburg. The 1-1 from Guthrie. Ground ball up the middle. It's out towards short. Picked up by Hartlob. Throw across. Gets away. On safely is Quinn Gaylor. First base runner for the Docs will come on an error by the shortstop. In talks with Coach Cody Walton before the game. Well, we've got a conversation here with the umpires. Not sure what the conversation might have been about, but we've got 2 down with a man at first. First error in the game for Central Oregon. But as talking with Coach Cody Walton, we know that Central Oregon, a late night last night, probably not a full night of sleep, might be a little bit wore out after spending 7 hours in vans going to and from Medford yesterday, and then quickly having to turn around for an afternoon doubleheader against Roseburg here today. And try to make them work, and maybe you might have more errors like that one in the ball game. Wade Molitor up the bat for the first time, swings and misses for strike 1. So the Docs, they've been doing that job so far. They've been putting the ball in play against Andrew Guthrie, and it finally does result in getting a man aboard. Pickoff throw, back in safely goes Quinn Gaylor at first. Molitor at the plate, 0-1 count as he makes his first trip to the dish. Looking to help his own cause here with a man at first and 2 away. Pick off again, and not a big lead over at first base for Gaylor. He does not have to work hard to get back to the bag. Still an 0-1 count after a swing and a miss from Molitor. Guthrie on the bump. Delivers home. And Wade swings through another one for strike 2. Docs have their first base runner. Central Oregon managed to load the bases in the bottom of the first, but could not generate a run. We're scoreless here in the top of the second inning. Scheduled 7-inning ball game. The 0-2 for Molitor. He lays off the pitch high and away. Today's ball game brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader. Flyaway Travel. Make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Guthrie with 2 strikes against Molitor. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout in the game for Andrew Guthrie. And we are through things in the top of the second inning. Doc Stewart's get a 1-man aboard, but unable to do anything with it. We are through the top half of the second. We head to the bottom of the second inning for For the Central Oregon Generals, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up after this 1-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Bottom of the second inning here. Scoreless ball game from Redmond. Central Oregon will have Wiskovich back at the plate. He was up to bat when the final out was made on the base paths, and so he'll get a fresh at bat. He was in a 2-2 count when that final out was made. The first pitch from Molitor is in for a strike as Wiskovich will fall behind to begin his second time at the plate, but no official at bats as of yet. There's another one over the plate for a strike, and Molitor is out in front. This is the 7th appearance on the season for Wade Molitor, his 4th start. He came in with 15 innings worked. He misses outside on the 0-2 pitch. On the year, 2 wins, no losses for Molitor. Comes in with a 3.27 ERA. Gets a swing and a miss, his second strikeout in the ballgame. One away. Wade gets the first out here in the second. He'll face Garrett Oatman, the DH, batting for starting pitcher Andrew Guthrie. Molitor, that 3.27 ERA. He's got 11 strikeouts, 7 walks on the season. He does add 2 strikeouts so far here today. He misses inside, ball 1. A 1-0 count for Oatman. He swings through for strike 1. Starting lineups again were brought to you by Southern Septic Service. From residential to commercial, Southern Septic Service has your behind covered. Get a free no-obligation estimate today for your septic, grease trap, and portable toilet needs. Visit SouthernSepticServiceInc.com. Ball fouled away, and Wade is ahead. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on base here in the bottom of the second. Scoreless ball game between the Docs and Central Oregon. The 1-2 from Molitor is lifted right side. Drifting back, and underneath that one in right field will be Easton Bachmeyer. He makes the catch for the second out. 2 away. Might have been the hardest hit ball that we've seen so far against Wade. Maybe Caden Cooper's line drive shot to center field back in the first inning might equal that, but that's definitely the ball that has traveled the furthest. Colt Pupo, the first baseman, bats left-handed, stands in with 2 down and nobody on. First pitch high for ball 1. Wade was able to get the first 2 outs quickly in the first inning and gave up back-to-back singles before an error would help Central Oregon load the bases up in that first inning. So he's looking to avoid that and get a quick 1-2-3 inning here after getting the first 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch hits the inside corner. To get back into the at-bat here from Molitor. Lefty-lefty battle. That seems to sometimes be a bit of a struggle for the lefties on the mound. The 2-1 pitch from Wade. Outside, and he falls behind 3 balls and a strike. With 2 down and nobody on. Pupo at the plate. The first baseman will take high for ball 4. First walk in the game for Molitor. Runner on at first. The 9-hitter Mason Stout will come up to bat. Stout will dig into the left-handed batter's box as well.
Number 20, Mason Stout.
They've brought up now 4 lefties, if I'm counting correctly, 4 lefties in the lineup here for Central Oregon. Mason Stout, the right fielder, first at bat. Outside, ball 1. Pupo out at first base, a decent secondary lead. We'll see if they decide to try and test the arm of Mason Young here, but 2 outs. They may be a bit more conservative. Pickoff throw to first base and back in safely. Standing up is Pupo over there. Been impressed with Wade here this summer. He is a young kid, but he's eager to learn. That is for sure. This is 1-0 pitch. Hits the corner for strike 1. On the outside edge to the lefty, Mason Stout. Sitting down and talking with Wade, really impressed with his demeanor about the game of baseball, wanting to be a student of the game and continue to learn. Does not strike you as a guy that is going into his freshman year of high school, both physically and mentally. Definitely seemed to be a kid that is looking to try and absorb everything he can here this summer. It's got a 1-1 count to Mason Stout, who fouls back the pitch for strike 2. Two down, a man at first. Here in this warm afternoon, baking out on the turf. I'm sure it's going to be a hot one out there for the teams. Doc Stewart's in a scoreless ball game with Central Oregon. The 1-2 pitch is low and outside. Evens things up. Doc Stewart's are wearing the black t-shirt top jerseys. Abby's across the chest, white numbers on the back. Gray trousers, black stirrup socks for Roseburg. The black caps with the white A on the front for the team sponsor, Abby's. 2-2 pitch is low. Docs were thinking strike 3. They don't get the call. Count goes full here for Stout. Top of the order waiting on deck, Carson Boatmiller. Wade's 3-2 pitch. Gets him to swing and miss. Chasing one up at the eyeballs. Stout goes down swinging. Third strikeout in the game for Wade Molitor, and he gets himself through the second inning without giving up any damage. No runs, no hits. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base after a 2-out walk. It is still scoreless through 2 innings of play as we head to the top of the third here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports.
In Redmond on a Wednesday afternoon. Make that a Tuesday afternoon. I'm jumping ahead. Doc Stewart's taking on the Central Oregon Generals here today. Joey Keeran with you. Joining me here today, Charlie Keeran. Back in the studio, Dale Cranford. Hope you're having a wonderful July 14th, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. Whether you're watching online at 1490 The Score on YouTube, or maybe you're tuning in and joining us on 541radio.com and maybe on 1490 The Score or 92.3 FM and 1490 AM on The Score on the radio. Well, however you're joining us here today, we appreciate you tuning in and being a part of the broadcast with us. Andrew Guthrie will face the 8-9-1 hitters for Roseburg. Mason Young takes a pitch on the outside corner to get things started, 0-1 count. Young, Bachmeyer, and then top of the order, Paxton Burke will be up to bat. The 0-1 from Guthrie. Fouled back to the backstop for strike 2 against Mason. Today's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. The 0-2 delivery for Guthrie. He's allowed just one base runner. It came on an error. He misses low on that 0-2 pitch, trying to get Mason to chase something low and on the outside half. A ball and 2 strikes here for the 8-hitter in the lineup. Young stands back in. Guthrie out of the stretch. Delivers, ground ball right side. It is secured by Boatmiller as he dives head first to get to that ball. Looked like it had a chance to get through, but a nice defensive play will get Mason Young to start things here in the third. Boatmiller laid out head first, was able to secure the baseball, got up and had the short throw to first, able to make it quickly and get Mason. That is one away. Easton Bachmeyer will bat, 9-hitter in the lineup card. First pitch high, ball 1. Docs have managed just one man on base. Quinn Gaylor reaching on an errant throw by the shortstop. Camden Hartlaub got away at first base. That allowed Gaylor to get on, but he did not advance past the first base bag. 1 strikeout so far through the first 8 batters for Guthrie. His 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball, catches the corner. Bachmeyer, a 1-1 count. Here at home, wearing the white jerseys today for the Generals. Pinstripe, kind of like the look that the Docs have with their home jerseys. So 1-1. Misses inside for Bachmeyer. He's ahead 2 balls and a strike. White jerseys, the black vertical pinstripes, Generals across the chest in the gold yellow lettering outlined in black. They've got the numbers on the back of the jerseys, black block lettering on the back. Pitch low and outside. The count goes 3-1 against the 9-hitter. They've got the two-tone caps, black around the back, the white panel on the front, the SW for SunWest, the team sponsor, on the front of the cap, and black letters. Home field, you'd say home field advantage for Central Oregon here today, but boy, with how much travel they had yesterday, I don't know if it feels like it. 3-1 pitch to Bachmeyer, bounces in, that's ball 4. Docs will have a base runner on here in the third inning. First walk issued by Andrew Guthrie. Top of the order will come up, 1 away, 1 on. Paxton Burke in his first at-bat, hit one towards the right center alley. Thought it might have a chance to get down, but a sliding grab out in center field by Ty Hattenhauer, robbing 1 away to get things started here in the ball game. It's game 1 of a doubleheader as a pickoff throw to first base is not in time. First pitch in the at-bat here to Burke. Guthrie with Bachmeyer at first, delivers low. Bachmeyer racing back to the bag at first. Pupo had to come off the bag to get to that ball. The throw from behind the plate, Caden Cooper missing the target at the bag. 1-0 count for Burke with 1 out and a man on. Paxton fouls one into the glove for strike 1. Nice breeze blowing in. It seems to be blowing from behind us, so I'd say kind of out towards center or left center field. They've got a trio of flags out in dead center field here at the ballpark. They're not moving much, but they are kind of blowing out, so the wind aiding the hitters. Low and inside. Paxton up on his tiptoes, scoots back out of the way, takes for a 2-1 count. Paxton Burke headed off to Lewis Clark State College next year in Lewiston, Idaho. After wrapping up his time at Roseburg High School this year, earning all-state honors as well. The 2-1. Popped him up. Shallow left center, charging in. The center fielder will call everybody off, and making the catch is Hattenhauer. Back to first will go Bachmeyer. There's 2 away, and Tegan Sprague will come up to bat. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat. Bachmeyer back at first base, having to tag up. Long run for Hattenhauer out in center field. But he was able to call off the shortstop Camden Hartlaub. Makes the catch with the left fielder Charlie Wiskovich closing in as well. 2 down. Man at first, Sprague. Before he sees the first pitch, pickoff throw to first base. Back in safely is Bachmeyer. Scoreless ball game. We're in the top of the third here in Redmond this afternoon. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Docs have had now 2 base runners, but nobody past first base. Guthrie delivers low and inside, ball 1. Coach Cody Walton comes out of the dugout asking for a possible balk there. It was a quick come set moment for Andrew Guthrie. Didn't really pause as a pitcher is supposed to do. He kind of brought his hands together and then just quickly got into his windup. Now he settles and does have a bit of a pause as the ball hit foul down the third base side. Bachmeyer had taken off for second, tried to put the hit and run on if that ball stays fair and gets by the third baseman Cole Cooper. That would have been big-time trouble there with Easton Bachmeyer running at first. Bachmeyer reaching on a walk with 1 out, but now with 2 down, he's at first base still. Tegan Sprague digging in for the Docs. Guthrie, pickoff throw to first. Back in goes Bachmeyer. Up at the plate, Tegan Sprague hitting .314 coming into today's action. It's got a 1-1 count. Guthrie finally delivers home and will catch the outside corner. A pickoff throw to first, and he takes some time in between pitches. He's a deliberate guy out there on the mound. Trying to get the Generals through things here in the third inning. A scoreless ball game. Docs still looking for their first hit. Do have a runner on at first after the 1-out walk for Bachmeyer. Guthrie delivers the 1-2 to Sprague. He pokes it right side. It goes off the glove for the first baseman. Knocks it down. Pupo races to the bag. He will dive head first. Gets the glove on the bag to retire Tegan Sprague. Good quick reactions at first base by Colt Pupo. Nearly caught that one in the air just above the turf. Knocked it down, and it didn't roll too far away. He's able to get back to it and get back to the bag. No runs, no hits. There were no errors. Docs leave a man on base. We're through 2.5. Go to the bottom of the third. It's still scoreless between the Docs and Central Oregon here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its 3rd generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community. Our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Everest, K2, and now the Mountain by Mountain Mike's Pizza. The biggest pizza this side of the Rockies. The mountain-sized pizza is a massive 20 inches wide, delivering 20 slices and a mountain of toppings. Made with the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. It's time to go big. Order yours now by using our mobile app.
Heading to the bottom of the third inning. It's been a scoreless ball game so far. Top of the order coming up for the Central Oregon Generals for a second time. Boatmiller grounded out to short his first time up. He's at the plate again against Wade Molitor, the lefty on the mound for the Docs. First pitch is high, ball 1. Today's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 1-0 from Wade, breaking ball, chop third base side. Logan Anderson is there, makes a sidearm throw over to Danner, and that'll retire Boatmiller for the first out here in the third inning. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Mentioned the playing surface, all turf here at the Jaqua Sports Complex in Redmond. They have made some upgrades to the fan section here. The grandstands still where they were before, but they've added a lot more concrete, Bit of a snack shack back behind us in a old shipping container. They've definitely made some upgrades, and it's nice to see. It's a pitch high, 1-0 count to Cole Cooper, who struck out in the first. Cooper struck out swinging against Molitor in the lefty-lefty battle. He swings past a breaking ball for strike one. Molitor facing the lineup for a second time. Bounces that one off the plate. Cooper takes for a 2-1 count. First time through the order, Wade with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he gave up 2 hits back in the first inning. That ball is fouled down the left field side, out of play for Cooper, and he's got a 2-2 count. Central Oregon back in the first inning loaded the bases up with 2 outs, but final out was made as Camden Hartlaub tried to score on a ball that got to the backstop. Not a deep backstop here in Redmond, and that aided Mason Young, helped him out, making the tag himself. Didn't even have to flip to the plate. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, first base side, and an easy play at first for Danner Wirtz. So he takes it to the bag himself. A ground ball down the line, back behind the bag. Wirtz fields, and his momentum taking him right to the pillow for the second out. 2 away, Camden Hartlaub had a soft liner out towards shallow center field. Hayden Thompson filling in for Christian Corba in center. Couldn't get there in time. I don't think anybody would have, unless you were playing way in against the 3-hitter, which is unlikely. Breaking ball across the plate for a strike as Molitor will start out with a strike in the at-bat against the 3-hitter. Top of the order. Wade able to get both of them again. Trying to get a 1-2-3 frame here in the third. His 0-1 pitch is low. Hartlaub lays off. Yesterday for Central Oregon, down in Medford, late night down there, and they came away without a victory. The 1-1 pitch hits the inside corner at the knees for strike 2. Game 1, 10-9. Medford a walk-off victory in the bottom of the 10th inning. And then Medford pulled away late in Game 2 for a 10-4 victory against Central Oregon yesterday. Ground ball towards third, goes back behind the bag, long throw for Anderson, gets it over to Wirtz in time. And the Doc Stewarts help out Wade with a little bit of defense behind him. And he gets a 1-2-3 frame here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're still scoreless as we're through 3 innings here in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Doc's coming up with Anderson, Wirtz, and Thompson when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its 3rd generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community, our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Defensive battle so far here in Redmond today. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Anderson, Wirtz, and Thompson coming up. Today's game brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Looking for lunch plans? Maybe a little late lunch here as we head towards the 2 o'clock hour. Well, you can check out Mountain Mike's Pizza at the corner of Bellows and Harvard in Roseburg. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. Andrew Guthrie on the mound so far. He's only allowed 2 runners to reach base, 1 on a walk, 1 on an error. He's not given up a hit so far in the ball game. Logan Anderson will try to change that as he leads things off. He grounded out to second his first time up.
Leading off for Doc Stewart.
Docs needing one win here today. One win today would get them into the state tournament and officially eliminate Central Oregon from contention to make it a state down in Medford coming up July 25th through the 29th. Guthrie will deliver to Anderson. Outside ball one. Docs first time around against Central Oregon. They won 9-4 and 10-0 back at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. That was to start out the month of July on July 1st. The 1-0 from Guthrie. High. Anderson out in front, 2 balls, no strikes. Docs trying to get a runner on to lead off an inning for the first time. Bachmeyer reached with 1 out in the 3rd. That was the earliest the Docs had gotten a runner aboard. A 2-0 pitch from Guthrie. Swung on and missed by Anderson. Coming into today's contest, Logan Anderson was batting .418 on the season. For the guys that have been in the lineup pretty regularly, that is the best number on the team. The 2-1 for Anderson. Gets one out towards center field, and a sliding catch made by Hattenhauer, who is not playing overly deep. He came charging in, makes another sliding grab to rob another ball from the Doc Stewarts. One away. Logan Anderson, not a bad spot, just playing in and able to cover some ground. Hattenhauer, good job playing defense in center field. 1 out, Danner Wirtz will bat. He grounded out to second in the second inning. Danner will take a ball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Docs so far have been doing a good job of putting the ball in play. There's only been one batter that has not put the ball in play. Actually, sorry, make that 2. Bachmeyer drew a walk. Molitor struck out. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball for Danner. Goes chasing, and he's behind 0-2. So the Docs so far have been doing a decent job of putting the ball in play. So far has not resulted in anything for them. The 0-2 from Guthrie. Outside, Danner lays off on the 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball, just missing that outside corner. Not off the mark by much, it didn't seem, from our vantage point here behind home. Guthrie's 1-2. Outside again. Evens things up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Danner trying to protect the plate here, trying to stay alive. The 2-2 delivery from Guthrie. Outside, misses with the fastball. Might have been a changeup there. He was straight. Danner battles his way back to a full count. With 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. He's got an opportunity, looking for a pitch in the zone. The 3-2 from Guthrie. Pokes it left side, and it goes under the glove for Hartlob into left center. Danner is on with a 1 out. Not a base knock there. An error out at shortstop for Hartlob is what I would think. Well, they put it up as a hit on the board here in Redmond, so we'll follow suit. We'll give them a hit there. First hit in the game for the Doc Stewarts. A base knock up the middle, past the shortstop for Danner. He's on, and Hayden Thompson will bat, the 5-hitter, with a man at first and 1 away. There's a pitch on the outside corner that is called a strike for Guthrie. Guthrie was trying to nibble at that outside corner against Danner. Wasn't getting the calls. Finds one there against Thompson. Hayden grounded left side. Was fielded by third baseman Cole Cooper for the second out back in the second inning. Takes one at the bottom of the zone that catches the very bottom of that strike zone. 0-2 count. With 1 out, man at first. Guthrie ahead, 0-2 here against Thompson. Works out of the stretch, delivers. Hayden fouls one away, protects the plate. Stays an 0-2 count. Thompson back in. Grounds one towards third. Could be a chance at two. They go to second for one, and it took a while to get on the bag for Boatmiller. Throw pulled him off the bag. He had to field, spin, and touch the second base bag to get Danner. They only get the one out. On safely at first base will be Hayden Thompson on the fielder's choice. 2 away.
Number 5, Quinn Gaylor.
That'll bring up Quinn Gaylor, who reached on the error in the second inning. Grounded one towards short. The throw to first base was off the mark. So Gaylor will bat. Docs still have not had a man reach second base. As back in safely goes Thompson to first. Hayden Thompson. On the season for Thompson. 4 stolen bases this year. Not a big lead at first at the moment. He dives back in as Guthrie continues to pay attention to him over there. He's thrown over twice. Quinn Gaylor will stand back in. Docs have not really squared up much against Andrew Guthrie so far in this one. Gaylor waiting on the first pitch of his at-bat, fouls it into the backstop for strike one. Quinn Gaylor, let's take a look at his numbers here so far this season. Gaylor comes in batting .382. He is at 44 plate appearances coming into today's doubleheader. 13 hits on the season, 1 double. It's got the 0-1 count. Guthrie trying to wrap things up here in the fourth. Thompson slides back in at first as a pickoff throw over. Thompson will take his lead at first base. He's extended it a little bit by a half step or so. Another pickoff throw over there. Tag is late. That is 4 times that Guthrie has thrown over to first base. Dugout letting him hear about it. Right now at the plate, Quinn Gaylor. It's an 0-1 count. There goes Thompson. The pitch high and away. Throw down to second base late. Thompson stays on the bag at second. And for the first time today, the Doc Stewarts have a man in scoring position. A stolen base for Thompson at the plate. Pitch missed high and away. It's a 1-1 count. There's 2 down. Quinn Gaylor with a man in scoring position now has an opportunity to try and see if he can get the Docs on the board. Scoreless ball game, top of the 4th inning here. Andrew Guthrie on the mound with 2 down, a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball goes towards second base, fielded by Boatmiller, who's been busy over there, and he gets the routine out to first to finish things off. Doc Stewart's threatened just a bit. Their most dangerous outing so far in this one, you could say, as they get a man to second base. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still a scoreless ball game between the Docs and the Central Oregon Generals here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Docs baseball here on the Score, brought to you by Waldron's Outdoor Sports, your locally owned hunting, fishing, and outdoor sports headquarters. Check out their new location on Northeast Stevens and Roseburg. Still scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Wade Molitor will face the cleanup hitter, Caden Cooper, who will take a first pitch strike one to get things going. Caden Cooper had a line drive shot that went right past Wade into center field for a base knockback in the first inning. The 0-1. Bit too far inside, just up around the letters. And it's a 1-1 count. A 1-1 for Molitor. Hits the outside corner at the knees for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes as he's out in front here against Caden Cooper. Well, the Docs in Central Oregon, they're battling for the final spot out of Area 4 for the postseason. There's a 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and Cooper does a nice job of fighting it off to stay alive. Eugene has already clinched their spot in. They win the league title this year, going 11-1 in Area 4 games. Medford is in second place, but they're the host team, so they're in automatically. Is a pitch high and inside. Leaning the batter away. Just missing on the inside corner. 2-2 from Molitor. And it misses low. And the count goes full. Medford at 6-5. Docs could technically pass Medford. Well, we'll find out about that. That lingering game that got suspended in the third is kind of messing up a lot of the projections on things. There's a ground ball down the first base side. Caden Cooper will ground out to Danner Wirtz, who's had a couple of ground balls right at him on the line. And he's fielded them both cleanly so far. He makes the tap at the bag for the first out. Ty Hattenhauer will stand in, one away with nobody on. Eugene was 11-1 in league games. Medford right now is 6-5 with that one outstanding game against Roseburg still left. That ball is belted in the air out towards center field. Thompson going back. Looks like he's got a read on it. At the warning track, it goes off his glove. He'll have to track it down. He sends it back in. It will be all the way around to third base for Ty Hattenhauer. A fly ball to dead center field. Going back, had to read that one a while. Hayden Thompson just could not squeeze that one, and that'll be an error for the Doc Stewarts. That is a big one. Puts a runner all the way around to third base with just one out, and Charlie Wiskovich will bat. He is a strikeout victim back in the second. So Central Oregon with their best scoring opportunity since the first inning. One out, a man at third. There's a line drive shot right back up the middle. It's a 1-0 lead for Central Oregon. So the error does come back to hurt the Doc Stewarts. It's a RBI single up the middle for Wiskovich. And so it's 1-0 Central Oregon. In a pitcher's duel, they have been able to strike first, taking advantage of the error here in the fourth inning. Medford 6-5, Docs 3-6 in league play. Central Oregon at 1-9. But Medford, as the host team, they've automatically gotten in. Otherwise, they might be sweating some things out here down the stretch as well. Garrett Oatman will bat, pick off throw to first. Back in safely goes Wiskovich. So with Medford in and Eugene already clinched, it's down to Roseburg and Central Oregon for that final spot. First pitch high to Oatman, a 1-0 count to start. Docs do have the advantage in the race for that final spot. Wade Molitor delivers and a ball fouled back. 1-1 count. If things kind of stayed the way they look like they may be, if the Docs do get into the state tournament as the 3 seed out of Area 4, there's a good chance they're playing Corvallis in the first round of the state tournament. Pitch on the outside corner. Catches the edge for strike 2 to Garrett Oatman. A 1-2 count. With a man at first. 1 run in so far on the error here in the fourth inning. 1-2 misses inside for Molitor. Oatman sliding back out of the way. Takes it for a 2-2 count. Ground ball towards short. Burke has it, steps on second, wings it over to Wirtz. That's an inning-ending double play. And the Doc Stewarts will get through things here in the fourth. An error does bring in one run for Central Oregon, but the Doc Stewarts able to limit the damage. They trail 1-0. We will head to the top of the fifth inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Central Oregon on top of the Doc Stewarts on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
At Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its third generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community, our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Roseburg Dr. Stewart's now looking to make up a 1-0 deficit here as we start the fifth inning in Redmond. Before we get things going, we will pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on the Score. It'll be Wade Molitor, Mason Young, and Easton Bachmeyer, the three batters due up here in the fifth inning for the Docs. Docs with one hit in the ball game, just 3 hits on the other side for Central Oregon. It's been a pitcher's duel, but a drop fly ball in dead center field, helping set up the go-ahead run for Central Oregon in that fourth inning. Molitor, strikeout victim, his first time up, will stand in. The lefty facing the right-hander, Andrew Guthrie. Grounding one foul, first base side. Wade getting on top of an inside pitch. Well, World Cup action going on today. We got the Major League Baseball All-Star game coming up tonight. Spain advancing in the World Cup after a 2-0 win over France in the World Cup semifinals. Wade chasing a breaking ball low for strike 2. Spain has been dominant. I think I just saw something about that was their 6th shutout in the World Cup. Record and number of shutouts in a World Cup. 0-2 pitch here. Wade chops one foul down the first base side. He'll stay in the box as he battles off the 0-2 count. Last night they had the home run derby in the Major League Baseball All-Star break. By all accounts, I didn't get the chance to watch it. Was out golfing last night, so didn't get a chance to watch it. But by all accounts, it sounds like it was a popular method yesterday. The 0-2. That ball fouled off. Wade hit that one. It bounced off the turf. Then on his backswing, he got it again with the barrel of the bat. Don't think you could do that again if you tried. So Wade battling at the plate with the 2 strikes against him. Andrew Guthrie on the mound, up to 64 pitches in this one. Guthrie's 0-2 pitch with nobody on base, nobody out. That ball's popped up left side. Coming in, Wiskovich, the left fielder, is there for the grab. And you've got one out. So with one down, Mason Young will get a chance to step up to bat. Mason, his first time up, grounded out to second base. Andrew Guthrie. First pitch, grounder left side. It is a high hop up for Cole Cooper, the third baseman, and he makes a good throw across to get Mason Young. One pitch into the at-bat. Quickly 2 away for the Doc Stewarts here in the fifth inning. It'll be the 9-hitter Easton Bachmeyer, who reached on a walk back in the third inning. One of just a couple of base runners for the Docs in this one. They've had one man get into scoring position so far in this battle. It's a 1-0 lead for Central Oregon here in the top of the 5th from Redmond. First pitch at the bottom of the zone. Called for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. So it'll be an 0-2 count here for Bachmeyer with nobody on. Pitch is low and inside. It goes to a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 9-hitter Bachmeyer at the plate. Guthrie trying to get a 1-2-3 fifth inning. His 1-2 pitch, grounder, comebacker, he fields, and will throw over to first base to finish things off. So that'll do it for us here in the top of the 5th. Doc's unable to do anything against Andrew Guthrie. He gets a 1-2-3 frame. We will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Central Oregon. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Back here as we are headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Central Oregon Generals. Wade Molitor still on the mound for the Docs. Into his 5th inning of work, he'll face Colt Pupo, the 8-hitter, to start things off. Pupo 0 for 0 in the game. He drew a walk in his at-bat back in the 2nd. Wade will work a strike in at the knees. And it's a 1-1 count. Molitor has just given up 3 hits in this ball game. It's an unearned run against him. A ground ball right side picked up by Sprague. He'll get it to Wirtz. Handles that try cleanly. Pulling him glove side. And he has to field it kind of in the outfield. What would be the outfield grass. We don't have the traditional markings on the field like you do at a normal baseball field. They've got the dirt turf, the brown turf, around home and down the baselines, but it ends shortly behind first and third base, and then there's no dirt brown turf between the bags at first to second and second to third. So kind of hard to tell exactly where the infield might stop and the outfield might begin, but nonetheless, Tegan Sprague making that play. Mason Stout, the right fielder, 9-hitter in the lineup, 0-1 pitch. He'll take low, a 1-1 count. Wade, according to the scoreboard here, up to 68 pitches in this ball game. His 1-1 is handcuffed off the handle out towards right field. It'll be Hayden Thompson in right center that's going to be there to make that catch. He'll reach up with 2 hands and squeezes that one in, 2 away. Top of the order, Carson Boatmiller will bat. Wade trying to get a 1-2-3 frame here. It's a 1-0 ball game. A run in the bottom of the 4th, then unearned run has Central Oregon out in front. 1-0.
Number 8, second baseman Carson Bottomiller.
Bottomiller, excuse me. I've been saying that name wrong. Waited for the PA guy to say it there. Bottomiller will foul one up and out of play. That'll be strike one. Today's ball game is brought to you by Dr. Lance and Randall, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Call 541-378-6694 or visit drrandall.com. Another ball fouled away by Bottomiller. He's behind 0-2 in the at-bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. A couple of ground balls to the left side. Molitor's 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, tag applied, and that will finish things off here in the 5th inning. Nice job by Wade to respond with a 1-2-3 frame here. That's his 4th strikeout in the ball game. Doc Stewart's keeping a tight one here, 1-2-3 in the 5th. It's 1-0 Central Oregon in front on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Head to the top of the 6th inning here from Redmond's Jaqua Sports Complex. A 1-0 lead for Central Oregon and a must-win game for the Generals. They're out in front and on the mound. Andrew Guthrie's been spinning a gym out there. He's given up just 1 hit, 1 walk, and there's been 1 error in there as well. A fielder's choice helping out, but the Docs have not been able to get anybody past second base, looking to try and get their offense going here. Up the bat will be the top of the order. It'll be Paxton Burke. Andrew Guthrie's first pitch. Burke grounds one right side. It'll be a bounding ball to Bottomiller, who will field and get Burke at first. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Burke unable to find a way on board so far in this one. He's put the ball in play every time, but he's grounded out now once and flown out twice. Tegan Sprague will try to find a way aboard. He is 0 for 2 against Guthrie. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. Guthrie so far, just the 1 strikeout in the game. Docs have been able to put the ball in play. They just haven't really been able to hit anything all that hard and find some grass out there. There's a ball pretty well struck, but it's going to go out to the center fielder. Reaching attempt and making the grab is Ty Hattenhauer. He has pulled away a couple of baseballs that might have been hits. He's been able to play some pretty good defense out in center field. Hattenhauer robs one there from Tegan Sprague, a ball that initially didn't look like it had a lot of carry on it. It just kept flying. Sprague almost had it over the head of Hattenhauer, but a nice leaping grab for the second out. I'll bring up Logan Anderson 0 for 2 in the game. Last time he flew out to center field, and Hattenhauer making another big play. Came in sliding, I think, if I remember correctly, made a sliding grab on a ball back out to center field. Guthrie, first pitch high, ball 1. It's warming up definitely out here in Central Oregon today. Can really feel the heat starting to radiate off the field. And we were expecting a high of 93 this afternoon. And we are up to 90 degrees at the moment. A 2-0 pitch from Guthrie. Ball towards short, diving attempt, and making the grab is Hartlob. The defense has been playing some great defense behind Andrew Guthrie, and he has been benefiting from that. Another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Still 1-0, Central Oregon in front on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its third generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community, our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Everest, K2, and now the Mountain by Mountain Mike's Pizza. The biggest pizza this side of the Rockies. The mountain-sized pizza is a massive 20 inches wide, delivering 20 slices and a mountain of toppings. Made with the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. It's time to go big. Order yours now by using our mobile app.
Heading to the bottom of the sixth inning, the Doc Stewarts will make a pitching change. It'll be Grayson Coate to take over for Wade Molitor. Coate celebrating his 16th birthday yesterday. Happy belated there for Grayson. And he will face the 2-3-4 hitters coming up here in the sixth inning. Grayson takes over for Wade, who allowed just 3 hits and 1 unearned run here in 5 innings. It was a great start for Wade. Unfortunately, a drop fly ball led to the only run in the ballgame so far. Cole Cooper, a left-handed batter, is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch from Grayson Coate is in for strike 1. 5 innings of work for Wade. He allowed just the 3 hits, the 1 unearned run. He walked 1 and struck out 4. I'd say that's a pretty quality start. Grayson Coate comes in, and he's firing BBs to get things started here. He's out to a 0-2 count to start things against Cole Cooper. Coate, the right-hander out of Roseburg High School, just finished out his sophomore season with the Indians. A wind and fire. Gets a swing and a miss, and Cooper goes down swinging. His second strikeout in the game. First strikeout in relief for Grayson Coate. 1 away. Camden Hartlob will stand in.
Number 32, Camden Hartlob.
Hartlob is 1 for 2 today with a single back in the first. Central Oregon had 2 singles in that first inning, but Hartlob was tagged out trying to score on a ball that went to the backstop in the first inning. That was the final out, and Docs were able to avoid giving up any runs with the bases loaded. First pitch fouled off. Hartlob, that ball splitting right between his legs, fouled off of his leg, and he's down to an 0-1 count here. So 90 degrees, sun shining here in Redmond today. There's been a breeze blowing in. Right now it's blowing left to right across the diamond, circling a bit here in Redmond. Ground ball left side, knocked down by Anderson. Then it gets by Burke into left field. And Hartlob will have his second hit in the ball game. Grounder on the left side that gets through. So 1 on. And it'll bring up Caden Cooper, who's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He had a ground ball, actually a line drive that got right back up the middle, through the box into center field for a base hit in the first inning. Last time up, he grounded out to the first baseman, Danner Wirtz. Cooper, a left-handed batter, facing Coate, the right-handed pitcher, for the first time. Squaring to bunt. It'll go back to the mound. Coate will field. He throws over to Danner at first. A sacrifice bunt moves a man into scoring position with 2 away, as they're going to bring up the dangerous hitter, Ty Hattenhauer. Hattenhauer hit one deep to center field in his last at-bat. It looked initially like Hayden Thompson was going to have a play on it, but it bounced out of his glove And that allowed Hattenhauer to get all the way around to third base back in the fourth inning. And he would come around to score on a single by Charlie Wiskovich to make it a 1-0 ball game. So Hattenhauer in, first time facing off against the new pitcher, Grayson Koch. Ground ball, throw to third base. They're going to try to get the out there. Tag applied. Doc Stewart's with some defense to help out Grayson. We'll keep it a scoreless ball game. Hattenhauer a fielder's choice. And they get Hartlaub between second and third as Paxton Burke fields. And instead of trying to get the force out at first, his momentum taking him to third base, he throws there to get Hartlaub for the final out of the sixth inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left on base for Central Oregon. Still a 1-0 game. Docs down to their final 3 outs here in Game 1 of the doubleheader on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its 3rd generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community. Our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Docs down to their final 3 outs here in Game 1. They need to get one of these 2 games today to secure their spot in the state tournament. For Central Oregon, they need to win them both to keep the hope alive. Danner Wirtz, Hayden Thompson, and Quinn Gaylor are 3 batters due up to see if the Doc Stewarts can rally back here against Andrew Guthrie. Guthrie so far has given up just 1 hit in the ball game. He's now retired 7 straight, dating back to the 4th inning. He'll face Danner and misses low for ball 1. Danner had the only hit in the game for the Doc Stewarts so far. It was a ball that one-hopped quickly past the shortstop Camden Hartlaub. A 1-0 pitch from Guthrie. Breaking ball misses outside. He falls behind 2-0. Now the scoreboard. I see. I was looking at the wrong number earlier for Guthrie. He's up to 74 pitches. I didn't realize they had 2 different pitch count spots up on the board. You've got a visitor and a home pitch count counter. Ball down the right field side. That could be trouble. That will land foul deep in the right field corner. That ball went about as far as it could without leaving the yard, but it lands about 6 feet foul down the right field line for Danner Wirtz. He was close to tying this one up or getting himself into scoring position to try and see if he can help get the Docs back in this one. They trail 1-0 here in the 7th. So for Danner, it's a 2-1 count as he makes his way back to the plate. Guthrie on the mound. His 2-1 delivery is high and inside. The count goes to 3-1. Hayden Thompson on deck, reached on a fielder's choice. Quinn Gaylor reached on an error. So this part of the lineup has been the guys that have gotten on base. 3-1 to Danner. Fastball challenged him. It's a high bounding ball to third. Fielded, throw across will be there. Cole Cooper gets it to Colt Pupo. And Danner is the first out. Docs are down to their final 2. Hayden Thompson will get his 3rd trip to the plate against Andrew Guthrie.
Number 14, Hayden Thompson.
Thompson reached on the fielder's choice. Stole second. He's the only man to reach second base in the game for the Docs. Thompson will wait on the first pitch here from Guthrie. Fastball hits the outside corner for strike 1. Docs Baseball is brought to you by Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC, and by Roseburg Country Club, established in 1922, offering an 18-hole course with excellent year-round playability. Find out more details at roseburgcountryclub.com. High and away. 1-1 count here for Guthrie. Don't forget to stick around in the post-game show. We will name your Champion Car Wash Player of the Game for the first game of the doubleheader for the Doc Stewarts. Hayden Thompson with the 1-1 count. Takes a breaking ball that hits the outside corner. Falls behind 1-2. With one out, nobody on base, Hayden Thompson with a 1-2 pitch coming. That pitch low and outside. Evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson also grounded out to third in his first at-bat, so he's put the ball in play both times on the left side of the diamond. Docs have done a good job of putting the ball in play, but the defense has been doing a great job behind Andrew Guthrie. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that's just the second strikeout in the game for Guthrie. There's 2 away. So it'll be up to Quinn Gaylor to try and keep the game going for the Doc Stewarts. A 1-0 ball game right now with 2 down. Gaylor reached on an error back in the second inning. Ground ball to shortstop that was thrown wide of the bag. He also has grounded out to second. Gaylor will take a strike on the inside corner at the knees. You can see the heat radiating off of the turf from back here at home at field level. A hot one here today into the 90s. Going to be a warm one, game 2. 0-1 pitch from Guthrie. That ball over the left side, that has a chance. It will get down. Snagging it is Wiskovich. And a little bit of a 2-out rally going. The Doc Stewarts still need a lot. Got to get Quinn Gaylor all the way around to try and score to tie this one up, but he's on base with a 2-out single to left field, just the second hit in the ballgame for the Doc Stewarts. It's going to bring up Grayson Coate, who will bat here in the 7 spot. He came in for Wade Molitor on the mound and now gets a chance to bat here in the 7th inning. Grayson will stand in. A right-handed batter. He takes at the knees for strike 1. Our coverage of Doc Stewart's baseball also brought to you by Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs, where RV means real value. The 0-1. Missing low. Game time run at first. Docs have left 3 men stranded on base in this one. Have not had a lot of traffic on the bases behind Andrew Guthrie. Guthrie's 1-1 pitch to Coate. Inside, just above the knees. Misses off the inside edge. The count goes to 2-1. Coate will dig back into the right-handed batter's box with Gaylor on at first. Guthrie delivers. It's a ground ball towards short. Picked up. They go the short way to second, and that'll finish off the ball game. They get Quinn Gaylor at second base for the final out. Fielder's choice for Grayson Coate. So Central Oregon will keep their hopes of the postseason alive as they get the must-win Game 1. They need to win Game 2 as well. Doc Stewarts will have another chance to try and secure their spot in the postseason coming up with the second game of the day. Here in the 7th inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base for the Doc Stewarts. We'll put together the final numbers. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with a postgame show here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Looking to expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
At Roseburg Disposal, we're dedicated to meeting your garbage service needs. Started in 1932 by brothers Norm and Orville John, Roseburg Disposal continues to be owned and operated by the John family today, now in its third generation. Providing residential and commercial garbage disposal and recycling, we serve the greater Roseburg area. Invested in our community. Our company has participated in many community projects, both financially and through donated services. Committed to our customers and our community, Roseburg Disposal.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Back here in Redmond at the Jaqua Sports Complex, game one of our doubleheader in the books. The Doc Stewarts fall 1-0 against Central Oregon. A heck of a battle, both sides. Both pitchers were good in this one, but an error ends up being costly for the Doc Stewarts, and that is the difference in the ball game. A 1-0 victory for Central Oregon. Looking at the final numbers here. It was no runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and 4 men left on base for the Doc Stewarts. 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left on base for Central Oregon. Andrew Guthrie will pick up the win. He tossed 7 innings, gave up no runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Wade Molitor takes the loss, unfortunately. He gives up 3 hits in 5 innings. 1 run came in. It was an unearned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Grayson Coate pitched the final inning. 1 inning of work and gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout for Coate. The 1 run came in the 4th inning. A ball to center field popped out of the glove for Hayden Thompson, who was filling in center field defensively for the Doc Stewarts. He's an accomplished guy out there. Don't want to take anything away from him, but that's not a spot that we've seen him in this season. So he was tracking one to dead center field, goes in and out of his glove, ends up putting Ty Hattenhauer at third base, and he would score 1 batter later as Charlie Wiskovich drove in the game-winning run in that 4th inning. So that's a look at the numbers here in this one. Offensively for the Doc Stewarts, Danner Wirtz and, Quinn Gaylor. They had the 2 hits in the game for the Doc Stewarts. On the other side, it was Camden Hartlob, 2 for 3 in the game with a pair of singles. Caden Cooper was 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st inning. And Charlie Wiskovich had a RBI single in the 4th inning. He was 1 for 2 in the ball game. That is all the offense. It was a very defensive game. Credit to Central Oregon. Their defense came ready to play, and they were good behind Andrew Guthrie. So the Doc Stewarts will drop to 16-11 on the season, and they will see a 3-game winning streak come to an end. They are now 3-7 in Area 4 league play. On the other side, for Central Oregon, they will go to 13-15 on the year. And Central Oregon will go to 2-9 in league play. keeping their hopes of the postseason alive here today. They need to win Game 2. That would force the Docs to have to play the game against Medford. If the Docs can get one win, that game against Medford doesn't really mean anything, so they may not end up making it up at that point. But if Central Oregon wins Game 2, then the Docs would have to play that final one to see how things shake out in the end once the full league schedule was played. So we'll see what happens here. Game 2 coming up in about 20 minutes from now as we get ready for Game 2 in today's doubleheader. We will have a conversation with Hayden Thompson for the Doc Stewarts. That'll be coming up here in between games, so stay tuned for that. If you're watching online with us at 541radio.com and on the 1490 The Score YouTube channel, we'll start a new broadcast, so go find Game 2, whether it's on our YouTube channel or there at 541radio.com. Give us a moment. We'll start a broadcast for Game 2 here in just a minute. And we will start that off with our interview with Hayden Thompson if you're watching online. If you're on the radio, just stay right where you are. We'll have that interview for you on the radio side as well. We'll be back in just a bit. Doc Stewart's fall in Game 1 against the Central Oregon Generals, and they will now look to see if they can get the second game of the doubleheader to try and clinch that spot in the postseason. We'll take the quick time out here, be back with Game 2 and a word with Hayden Thompson when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.